If you have never heard of David before, well, congratulations. You have avoided one of the biggest controversies of music of 2025. Okay, probably second biggest, besides Kanye releasing the Hitler song that nobody liked. It's a song so bad they had to remove it from the radio, and Kanye had to change the song to about being a Christianity, and then they finally re-allowed the song on the radio, and on streaming, and the song still flopped because the damage was already done. Kanye West released the Hitler song. Of course, he had so many flops and failures of 2025. So many legacy artists, such as Ward and her really crappy Abortion album failing. Midnight Sun failing as well. Okay, Period failing. But for some reason, I have no idea why, and I think most people who are watching these videos have no idea why, David, or what do they call him that as well, is the biggest gainer on Spotify. You must be like, what did he do? Did he release a new song? Did he release a new album? Nope. It's because very recently he was, allegedly committed a crime. Of course, we don't know the full details on this whole thing, but it's absolutely just disgusting that, so many artists get canceled for literally harmless jokes. And then we have this guy gain massive, huge increases in streams on Spotify as well, making the biggest gainer, jumping 63 spots. And we'll talk about this guy later when it comes to Fortnite and the Peacemaker emote, which we'll get to that one day. Because we're going to talk about that thing eventually as well. Okay. And the fact that they'll keep his emotes in the game. But don't worry. Some blue hell people claim that the, dance in the Fortnite game was a quote-unquote Nazi dance. But don't worry, this guy's emotes gets to stay in the game, okay? A guy that could very well be a murderer and a PDF file, okay? Don't worry, and this is, I think, the biggest problem with society. They always talk about male privilege, okay? That fact that there's male privilege, okay? Women, and it's very, very ridiculous. Women are held to such absurd standards compared to male artists, okay? For example, there was a bigger controversy on Twitter over the pose of Sabrina Carpenter's album. I don't like Sabrina Carpenter's album that much. I thought it was pretty bad. I thought the music was pretty bad. I thought it was very rushed, very, bland, very generic. Literally, that's the swappiest of the swap. Okay, but then you have this guy rising on Spotify's artists, a little murderer. Okay, alleged murder. We don't know much more about it. I gotta get my phone for this. Yeah, there you go. Biggest gainer on Spotify global artists as well. Okay. Yeah. Okay. As well. So yeah, we know the way we're going to get to this guy eventually. Yeah. And basically, was likely dead for weeks before being found here. And yeah, basically, what these people decide to do, instead of saying, you know what? Like with Diddy and Kanye, we're going to stop streaming the music. That's what a normal person would do. I removed his songs from all of my lists as well. It took me a little bit, but, but again, I didn't play the list until I moved the song as well. But, but it's just so sad that, Spotify, people on Spotify, okay, not the Sabrina Carpenter, very recently, they tried to quote-unquote cancel Chappell Roan because she sold too much of her butt. But don't worry. We're gonna give David, okay, the biggest gainer on Spotify charts, okay? As well, of course, the David case is still an active investigation as well. So yes, the murder is alleged. Of course, someone else could just murder that person to, of course, frame him. That's what I'm saying. It's an active investigation. But the fact that the allegations, which usually should end someone's career, like Diddy, Kanye. Actually, Kanye ruined his own career by, saying he was a Nazi. But as well. Allegations can ruin YouTubers' careers as well. Okay, for example, one very big example is ProJared, a YouTuber that everybody hated for such a long time until he came clean and say, hey, all the allegations, and he disproved every single one of them, but not everyone gets a second chance like he does, and, you know, and is able to clear his name because allegations can ruin someone's career. But now, for some strange reason, in 2025, we're just, giving someone who could have been a murderer as well, okay? Men see, and these posts are very true, okay? The fact that, certain men and certain celebrities can get away with anything, okay? And it's not just David, Mr. Beast, as well as, Hassan, gets away with a lot, okay? As we talked about Hassan several times on this channel, Destiny, okay, as well, and, several major celebrities, it's just so sickening that, I really do believe there is a famous privilege, and there are people who do, will tell you that there's no male privilege or something like that as well, okay, but the fact that so many female artists get canceled so quickly and so easily for no reason, okay, I can count on my hand. Gracie Abrams, she got canceled for supposedly being a PDF file, okay, but until get mocked and smeared for years, okay. Sabrina Carpenter, we all know all of the all of her publicity stunts, okay. She got canceled for most of them, okay, as well, okay. Chaperone, she's a very controversial artist because she wears, drag makeup, okay, as well. And her songs, explore very sexual themes between two women as well, But those are considered controversial. And let's not forget about Billie Eilish, another, and a lot of her earlier music videos were very controversial as well, But don't worry, that's, deserving of being canceled, but not this guy. Let's give him millions and millions of streams, says average listeners, says TikTok. Absolutely disgusting, absolutely disturbing. TikTok is, okay. Absolutely embarrassing, okay. Of all people you would give millions of streams to, okay, you would give someone who could be literally a murderer as well. Absolutely disturbing as well. And yep, that's what this video here. Goodbye.